Hey yo, what is up FPG fam? Further here and welcome back to another Aether Gazer video, and we have to have that discussion once again, the next must pull discussion, right? I've been getting this question a lot. I wanted to go ahead and talk about it with you all, get your thoughts and opinions on who the next must pull is, as well as give my own advice, recommendation, and 2 cents on the matter. So I do hope you enjoyed today's video. I do hope you get some value from it. It's very interesting, this discussion. In my opinion, it's going to be very subjective, right? That's why it's hard to say who the next must pull is, because from here moving forward, I think it's once again very subjective and nuanced to your account, you know, and what type of team you're trying to build based off of element, gen zone, and all that good stuff, your preference when it comes to modifiers. So that's why I got to get your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comments below what you think. But before, you know, we got to where we're at right now with GENGCHEN, we did have like dedicated, or what I would maybe consider like universal must pulls, right? Because when Global came out, everybody was saying save for Hades, save for Hera. Those are the must pulls that you have to have. By the way, really quickly, massive shout out to Flux Karos for this CN banner schedule that we have right here. Always reference this one. I'll leave it linked in the description down below. Massive shout out to you, my friend. Thank you so much for this. But yeah, like I mentioned, we had the, you know, the universal must pulls, which was Hera and Hades in the beginning. Everybody told you to save for them. They're gonna benefit your account greatly, and they did, right? They were fantastic pickups. They enhanced your account and you were able to clear the content. Then they told you pretty much save for 2.0, right? Ling Wang, Jin Woo, those are the next must pulls for you. They're gonna benefit your account greatly. Those are the modifiers that you have to have, and people saved for 2.0 and they picked up those modifiers, and they were top tier, and they really elevated your account, right? And then the next one I would consider would be GENGCHEN, right? GENGCHEN was the next one to complete your Ling Wang Jin Woo team, and then you're set to go. You have one of the best teams in the game, and indeed that is the case, and GENGCHEN herself is fantastic. But now people are wondering who is the next must pull after that, right? We have Lu Liang, we have Ying Zhao coming up, we have Mitsuha, we have Izanami, all these great modifiers. Corrupted Kagasuchi, Flame Tear is probably going to be here, Lu Wu, Ji Ming, we have the brand new Esbazembo coming in 2.10. I mean, all fantastic, right? But who's the next must pull? This is where I believe there's not really a universal must pull like we've had in the past. I think moving forward, it's going to be very subjective to the personal individual looking at these modifiers and their account and what they are trying to do with that said account. So for example, what type of element are you trying to main? What type of gen zone are you looking forward to? What type of modifier do you want to have on your account that's going to have you log into the game and play each and every day, right? That's going to be important questions to ask yourself. For an example, Lu Liang, right? She's going to be coming on the 27th in the next couple of days. I think she's an absolute must pull for individuals that want to complete their Thor Osiris team, and they are trying to main the win team element specifically because of how good of a support she is for that element. For Ying Zhao, it's going to be an absolute benefit to have Lu Liang. For Meng Zheng as well, and once again, that Living Soul Osiris Thor team, she's a must, right? But if you're not trying to do that and you're not trying to main that element, then she's a skip, right? But what element are you trying to main? Maybe ice, right? If it's the ice team comp, then Mitsuha is going to be the next must pull alongside Izanami, right? You have to have these two, Izanami being the top tier ice DPS, top tier DPS in general in the game, but she's that way because of Mitsuha, because of how beneficial of support Mitsuha is to that ice team comp. And you can throw Scotty in there with the glow up as well. She's very beneficial for her, makes her top tier DPS. So Mitsuha I would consider to be the next must pull if you're trying to main ice, and then Izanami right thereafter, right? But once again, that's why it's subjective. It's just really dependent on what you're trying to do with your account. Let's say for example, you're just trying to main the Tianwan Gen Zone, so you're gonna be looking forward to Tianwan Gen Zone modifiers. So you might pick up, you know, Lu Liang. You might skip all these modifiers. You might wait until, let's say for example, Lu Wu or Ji Ming. Who knows, right? But that's where you have to kind of reflect on your account. You have to decide what you're trying to do, and what modifiers excite you, right? And what type of team you're trying to put together. These are all questions that you have to ask yourself moving forward after GENGCHEN, when it comes to the next must pull for you specifically. I know if I ask this question to most individuals, they're gonna say Izanami because of how strong she is, and in that case we're really talking about meta, right? If you're trying to be meta, if you're trying to have the best team, then Izanami paired with Mitsuha, that is going to be the team comp that you go for, right? That is going to be the next must pull for you, specifically Izanami. If you're really trying to have the top tier DPS in the game, Izanami is going to be the next one for you, and Mitsuha obviously complements that, right? But if you're not too concerned about meta, you're not too concerned about having the best of the best when it comes to your account, then it's really just all dependent on what you prefer and what you like, right? For some people, Ying Zhao is that modifier, not because she's incredibly strong and not because she fits in a very good team with Lu Liang. It's more so of her design, right? People really love her design, including myself, so that's the reason why they're going for her. Other people are skipping her because they're looking forward to somebody else down the road, like Espazembo or Corrupted Kagasuchi. For me specifically, Corrupted Kagasuchi is one of those modifiers, along with Izanami. I love Izanami, right? But Kagasuchi is one of those that I'm really looking forward to as well, because he's incredibly different. He's fun to play. He has that high risk, high reward type of play style. I love the ult skill chain with Flame Tier. Just kind of pulls everything together for me, right? Kind of complements everything. Also, Espazembo is one that I'm incredibly excited for. You guys know, if you saw my last video, that is the modifier for me. That's right up my alley. That's the one I'm probably most anticipating, right? But it's just really, it's hard to say moving forward, right? Because all of these modifiers are great. All of these modifiers are unique. All of these modifiers are absolutely chef's kiss when it comes to the gameplay of their kid, and you know how good they are and how fun they are to play, how unique. You know, it's a very interesting conversation here. I don't think there's really a universal must pull anymore, like there was in the past, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, or if you believe I'm wrong, right? It's just my opinion. I don't think there's a universal must pull like it was with GENGCHEN, Ling Wang, you know, Hades and Hera before that. Those were what I would consider universal, like must, you had to have them. But moving forward, I think it's just really all dependent on what you want to do and what you're trying to do. And then hopefully that makes sense. hopefully that didn't make you more confused prior, you know, watching this video, and now hopefully it gives you a little more clarity on what you're trying to do. And keep in mind, I say this all the time, it's Aether Gazer, right? You play this game for the fun of it. You play the game because you're maining your favorite mods, and you're really wanting to use them, and that's what the game is all about, right? There are some incredibly hard content, in my opinion, that are absolute account checks, like Nightmare Mode and Perilous Chasm 6. But I think if you invest well enough, and you have your account up to snuff, and you have a solid team together, you can pick up any one of these modifiers and complete that content, possibly, right? Perilous Chasm 6 is a whole nother level and beast of its own right. But I think, that could be the case. But anyways, I kind of went off on a tangent there. But I think I made myself clear as well, right? Take a look at your account, take a look at your element that you like, take a look at your gen zone that you prefer, take a look at the modifiers that you like in terms of gameplay, design, looks, all that good stuff, and then make a decision from there, right? And also, with the condensed timeline that I believe we're going to be on for global, as these modifiers are concerned, they're going to be probably closer together. So for example, I think they're going to be condensing the Scotty and Leviathan banner. I don't think it's going to be a separate one by itself. I think they're probably going to condense it with Ying Zhao or Mitsuha. And then the Tsukiyomi, Hera, and Jin'ei one, that is a 50-50 for me, because these are all really strong modifiers. They might keep this, but they might condense it as well and just move forward with Izanami. Condense it with Mitsuha, condense it with Izanami, and move forward that way. We'll just have to see. And then from there, it looks like it's going to be pretty consistent after that. And you can see we're not too far off from the CN side. If they start condensing things, I think we'll be fairly close to the CN side in relatively no time. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. With that being said, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. And once again, hopefully it brought you some value, and it didn't make you more confused than you were already, if you were at all. Anyways, I'm going to get on out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name's Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.